And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe?
James Freeman is the most brilliant genius that ever geniused a grill, man. I mean, he eats the krill and he got the grill because he's brilliant. You dig? Yeah, man, I'm hip. Anyway, listen. Here's how it works. So now, more than ever, James Freeman is the greatest of all time. To come up with the idea of pretending that he's an agent working for Doge, trying to fire city workers and stuff is great. He's tricking all of them. He's fooling these idiots into believing he's real. It's awesome. I've never seen such a great strategy in my life. It's better than when I poo in your stew. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Iowa Star, you watching? I'm going to poo in your stew because that's just what I always do. Ow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. On this beautiful Thursday, the week's almost over. Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the weekend. I am so done with this week. It's been just like, because Monday was cool. Like, what I'm talking about weather-wise, like at my job. Like, Monday was cool. It was all right. No, wait. Yeah, because today's Thursday. Yeah, Monday was cool. Tuesday was great because it was almost like 50 degrees. I was out there in my T-shirt. It was beautiful. You know, it was a beautiful day. And then yesterday, it was cold and raining all day. So I'm just sitting there getting wet. And it was like, and even though it wasn't like super cold, it was cold enough that the rain combined with the wind, it felt like it was little razor blades hitting you. It was just a nightmare all day. And then I had parent-teacher conferences yesterday for Minnie has, so I go to his school, and, you know, so I walk there. My feet are sore from working all day, and so that was whatever. But, I mean, it was cool. You know, the teachers all had, you know, good things to say about him or whatever. You know, just letting me know what I need to work on and with them and, you know, all that. Like, parent-teacher conferences would go the way they go, right? So we did that, and then I walked home, and then anyway, there was a lot, and so I'm just done. I'm exhausted, and I still just started the day. I'm ready to go back to bed. I still got to go to work and do my whole day, and then it turns out that Minnie has his mom has a doctor's appointment today, so he's gonna be back here after school instead of at her house, which is fine. But I wasn't planning on having him an extra day, and it's going to be while I'm at work that he's going to come here. So I got to set everything up for him and leave him the keys. And so there's it's just everything just all came at once, and I'm just done with this week. I want the weekend to come. I want to be able to just chill, relax, if I'm with mini Hez, just hang out and have fun with them, not worry about work and school and all this other stuff that we, just have fun and enjoy the weekend, man. I'm ready for the weekend. Ding dong dang, dag nabbit. I said dag nabbit. Also, I got my I think I have them here. The leftovers. Come on, where are they? Stupid things. Here we go. I got my I finally got my these came in the mail yesterday. I ordered them a long time ago. These are little stickers, but they're Velcro. So like one side's rough and one side's soft. And I put them on my buttons so that I can press my sound effect buttons without looking. And today's the first day. I put them on last night. So today's the first day that I'm doing it. With them on there since I moved back up here. So I'm going to test it out today. This should be a cheer. Like, yeah, all right. Now I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at my hand. So the next one should be just clapping without the screaming and the cheering. All right. Now this should be the laugh. And this last one should be, ladies and gentlemen, our first today was Frauditor Mania. Welcome, Will. Great to see you here. Here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right. Yes. Awesome. And then what I do is because, with Velcro, you have your rough side and you have your smooth side. Smooth. It's smooth. It's groovy. It's all day long. A movie. See, and so the two applause ones, I have the rough side on. The laugh one and the dance one, I have the soft side on. Then the ones that have nothing on them at all are the crows. And all right. And then I have to go over for the gunshot. And the what? But that's all right. I don't use those as often. David E. Persons was number 2. Why didn't the pen cross the road? Because it was stationary. I love it. Brother Romania, finally first. Give me my happy dance. You got it, buddy. Let's go. Cliff Hickson. Good day. Oh, Gene Hackman. Whoa, I had what? Where have I been? See, I don't watch TV or even go on the internet except when I'm doing this. I work, I come home, I, take care of stuff around the house. And especially yesterday, it was such a busy day. Oh, my goodness. Gene Hackman. And his, wow. I got to look into that. Oh. Satho, what's up? Great to see you. Welcome to the show. Paul, go and say, yo, my peeps, good. Terry Barnes, good morning, all. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Donna Ray, hey, y'all. What's up, Donna? Always great to see you. Let's see. Paul Cohen, whoever said that the pen is mightier than the sword never got in a sword fight with a pen. Yes. Lexi Ann's in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Cliff Hickson, will police say no suspicious activity, so possibly against? Oh, you're saying with the Hackmans. Oh, wow. Donna Ray, Terry Barnes, David E. Persons, Cliff Hickson. Oh my goodness, sorry. Paul Going P. Barnes II is here, ladies and gentlemen. I seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. Chef M80, what's up? How you doing? All right, let's see who else is here. Chef P. Barnes, Terry Barnes, Cliff Higson. Yawn. Did I see? Oh, there he is, Highway Star. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, but the Ironton Auditor is here. All right. Oh, just came in to say hi and drop a like. Well, thank you so much, Ironton. Always great to see you. You did a video on Freeman yesterday. I think everybody did because he's going around doing this whole Doge thing. And maybe I'll play it here. Yeah, why not? Let's see. I don't know because that footage. See, here's the thing. I've been on the fence. Yesterday, I played some of that footage of him doing it. I don't know what it is about that specifically, because like I've done videos of frauditors like going after people like in the middle of a crisis situation, like where there's ambulances and EMTs involved, and the frauditors more important than the person that the police, especially people that are having a mental breakdown. You know, people that are trying to self, and you got the frauditor like agitating them and making them want to do it more, and the cops calmly trying to explain to them, listen, this guy's saying that we're trying to stop him from jumping off the bridge, literally, and you're standing here pushing him basically, because he's saying, tell that guy to turn the camera off or I'm jumping, and you're like, no, I'm not turning the camera off. Like, I've watched videos like that, but for some reason, this new shtick that James Freeman is playing, where he's pretending to be a Doge, it kind of hits the same way. I mean, it's different, but the way it hits me, it's just like I get so mad. It's like I can't believe he's doing this, and I can't believe these people are letting him get away with it. The first thing I'd say if I was one of those workers is, show me some form of ID, something. Who are you? Who do you work for? Especially because, and I'll tell you this, I actually had this happen to me once. It wasn't literally James Freeman or whatever, but it was, and maybe that's why it hits me different, because I've been in this situation and I remember how I handled it. And it makes me look at the way these people are handling it and be like, no, you're totally handling it completely wrong. From the workers to the cops, everybody. I was working, this was 98, 99. This was way back. Because I remember, because it was before I went to college, but it was like right before I went to college. And I started college in 99. So it had to be 98, maybe early 99. Before the semester started. So I was working at this gas station, and now I didn't know it at the time, but it turned out that, the guy was a con man, and he was trying to scam people into letting him, whatever. You'll get it as I tell the story. But I remembered part of our training was, because I was in Chicago and I was in a bulletproof cage. And other than my fellow employees that I know who they are and if they're on the schedule, are the only people I could let in the cage ever. And they always made a big deal about that. So now this is years later, I'm working there, but I remember that was in the training because they drilled it in us. No one ever could go in the cage. This guy comes in, he's wearing a suit, he's wearing a clipboard, he looks official. He has official documents with our stationery on it, claiming that he was sent down by corporate, to test me, how I'm doing, to audit the station, to audit our money, and blah, blah, blah. And I just had to let him in the cage so he could do it and all that. And my thing was, I never did let him in the cage. I had him in there. I must have been talking to this guy for maybe an hour before he gave up and left. And then later on, when I talked to my manager about it, she confirmed that the guy was a con man and that the corporate office had nothing to do with it and didn't send him. But my thing was, if you like, I didn't get scared, like, because he tried to scare me, like, well, if you don't let me in there, you could get fired because they sent me here to audit your place and you're not letting me audit you. But my thing was, if you legitimately were sent by corporate knows that they trained us never to let anyone in the cage. And that's the real test. If you legitimately sent by them, the real test would be to see if I'm stupid enough to let you in. So I'm not going to do it. And then I'm going to pass and get all kinds of, hey, this guy's great. He didn't let him in the cage. And we told him, make sure you don't. So I'm looking at these people in these videos with James Freeman, and I'm like, this idiot comes up to you and starts asking you questions. The first thing you do is you say, whoa, hey, I'm not going to say anything to you. Because if you really are a federal agent that came down to check on me, then you'd legitimately do it properly, not just come in here and start, you're making demands and barking orders at people. Like, that's not how it works, pal. You tell me who you're from, where you are, what you're doing. Because if you don't, if you're just some random scumbag, then I'm just helping some random scumbag. I'm stopping business to bow to the whim of some random idiot trying to make a YouTube video. That's not cool that I'm doing that. So I'm not going to do that. Like, screw you, pal. I don't know. It just really, really, really gets under my skin, those new James Freeman videos. So, like, I showed one yesterday, and I know there's a bunch of them out there now, but I almost hate showing them because it makes me so mad when I watch them. And the fact that he's getting away, he should be getting arrested for this crap. This is serious, like, impersonating it and making those poor people scared out of their minds that they're going to get fired. And he even says it flat out. Hey, I'm here to see which one of you guys are going to get fired. Like, he says that, literally. Nakoti, what's up? Welcome to the show, Terry Barnes. All right. Hey, Paul Cohen, what's up? Sorry, honey, it's Thursday. I like that. Sugar honey iced tea. That's what I'm talking about. I'm done with the last 30 days. Yep. Leland Squirrels, what's up? Texas Tim in the house. Chuck, what's up? Let's see who else is here. Mr. Thomas, what's up? Good morning, Hez and the Rash family. Happy Friday Eve. What did the 0 say to the 8? That belt looks good on you. All right, Nope Gen X is here somewhere. Let's see. There he is. All right. Let's see. And then Tiny, there she is. What's up? Yeah, great to see you. Leland Squirrel, Chef M80. Bonus dad joke. How is duct tape like the Force? There's a light side and a dark side, and it binds the universe. Victoria B, what's up? And of course, King's 2000 says, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all of us. All right, let's see. Victoria B, Highway Star, Leland Squirrels, P Barnes, LaDonna Rogers. Let's see. 3 minutes. Anti-Doge. No. The problem is he's pretending to be. He's going into these places and going up to the people who work there and dressed all like he's an official and saying like, okay, we're doing an audit to see which one of you guys are getting fired this week. So I need to interview each and every employee to see which ones we're going to get rid of. Like it's insane. And they're like going along with it. Even when the cops come, he's like, hey, do you want to be on the list? And then the cops get scared, like, oh, is he going to get us fired too? Oh, no. And nobody asks him for ID to prove that he's like a legitimate federal government employee. He just storms in there, starts barking orders, and everyone's just supposed to listen and believe him. And they do. That's what's crazy about it. Let's see. He puts the gloves on like cops do. Yeah, which is what? Good morning. Can't hang out. Getting ready to take Tom to the doctor. All right, Zerzu. Great to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you hit that like button before you split. Roshin's in the house. What's up? Always great to have you here. Awesome. Let's see who else. Florida Jim. Cliff Hickson. All right. Let's see. Who else? I think. Oh, Freeman's a creep. Oh yeah, he's a horrible. Freeman's horrible. So anyway, I guess it's up to you guys then, because Frauditor Mania was just in here saying that he did a video about what James Freeman's been doing. So if I could actually start the show with his video if you guys want to do that. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. I love my crappy slow computer. Actually, I'm in the market to buy a new computer. Like soon. I mean, like I was thinking about buying one like yesterday. Like I'm in the market for a new computer like now. Any kind of recommendations of what you think would be like specifically, because I'm going to be mostly using it for editing videos and for streaming. If I should get like an old-fashioned tower computer or like just a really super powerful laptop, or what do you guys think would be better? I don't know. Just any opinions on that subject would be interesting. But so anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and let's stealing is cheaper than buying. Just an idea. Sato says get a tower. Paul says don't buy a new computer. Oh, all right. Well, send me an email, Paul. And then you'll be able to upgrade it along with the future and the ports. See, that's the thing. Like I had a tower specifically for that reason, because I knew I could do it, and I had like 2 hard drives in it with all of my movies that I made in college, in film school, and all of my music that I wrote and everything. It was like I loved it, and I had everything on it. And then I gave it to a guy that was, part of the family, but it was my ex now at the time. Her sister's husband was a computer guy, so I gave it to him to fix because I was having some trouble with it. And instead of like, because the motherboard, I guess, ultimately he realized he couldn't fix it. Instead of removing the 2 hard drives completely full of my irreplaceable information and putting them in a different computer, when me and the wife split up, since it was her sister's husband, they just threw the whole thing in the dumpster. And they didn't care. But I know that buying a tower is better in the sense that because you can make changes to it and all that. But yeah, send me an email and we'll work on that. In the meantime, it looks like we're gonna start with this James Freeman deal here. Let's see. I don't care what you buy, just don't get it from Amazon or Best Buy. That's exactly what I was looking at. Oh, dearie dear. All right, let's go with the video, guys. Here we go. Boom. All right.
Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Great to see you all here. This is a bit of a serious video because there's a lot of issues in what we're about to talk about. Let's have a quick chit chat. So if you followed my channel over the last couple of days, we've talked a lot about the recent James Freeman video where he goes and in essence impersonates a government official threatening that employees would be fired if they don't answer his silly questions. I have a lot to say about this video, and I know a couple of larger channels have covered this already, but I think it's a very interesting conversation that we can have about how not just deranged, but just how dangerous frauditing is becoming. So let's have a look at the video.
We're going to start our investigation here.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is Grande, and I am conducting an investigation here today. Which department is this here?
It's water utility.
Water utility? Okay. I'll just need to take some notes and ask some questions for the investigation. How many people work in this department?
You know, you need to go over to the admin building. We can't really give you any information.
Okay. So let me give you some background about what this investigation is about that might help you to be a little more cooperative. The town has a $151 million a year budget. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, I know what our budget,
Okay. And by next year, we have to cut that down to 100 million. That means 30% of the people who work here are going to have to be laid off. So the question is, who is just taking up space and who is actually giving the people their money's worth? So what I need to do is get a list of everyone who works in this office, and then,
We're gonna have to go.
well, hold on one second. So what I need to do is get a list of everyone that works in this office, all of their salaries, and then I need to interview each and every one of you to find out who you think is going to be best to cut. And somebody in this office is going to have to be cut.
So this is where the controversy begins. Here is an unidentified individual coming in, not stating who he's with or what exactly his purpose is. And he's coming in pretty much threatening that employers are going to be fired because they don't answer his questions. Now, one might argue, well, wait a minute, frauditors do this all the time. They always go in and conduct their quote-unquote investigations. But watch a little further what he's going to begin to do, which is going to create the problem.
So you can either be cooperative or you can likely be the one who gets cut. Does that make sense? So it's kind of, you know, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. So what's
that authority? I mean, you have to.
No. Right, I have the authority. That's what I'm telling. So what's your name?
That's it. That's it right there. Saying you have the authority to make decisions that would impact someone being fired is someone impersonating a government official with that type of power, which you clearly don't have. I mean, we're going to look at his comment section a little later where everyone acknowledges that this is a quote unquote prank. But this is the beginning where he begins to impersonate a government official, which we'll see is a very serious offense.
Mary
Mary, and what's your last name?
Rawless,
Mary Rawless, and what's your position here?
Water Utility Administrator.
Water Utility Admin. Okay, and are you salary or hourly?
I don't really want to talk. I'm gonna call HR.
Okay, if you're not going to talk, then I'm just going to have to put you down as uncooperative, and that's going to drop you way down and a potential for being cut.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Mary wants to be cut. What's your name? What's your name, ma'am? Ma'am, ma'am. Ladies, I need you to be cooperative here. Well, like I said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. We have 11 people working in here. We're going to have to cut 3 or 4 of them. And this is a matter of saving the people some money. We call it cutting some fat off the chicken. The least cooperative are likely going to be the first to go. I think they called for some help, so the help will probably be here soon.
So people that support frauditing say they support auditors that go out and film government officials and film corruption, whatever they say. But my question is, number one, what does this have to do with activism? Going into a place of business, threatening employees, claiming that you have authority that will get them fired if they don't submit to your nonsensical questions and your intimidation tactics. It's a very dangerous game to play. And these larger channels are going to start almost deputizing these local nobodies that are trying to start their auditing channels to make a quick buck to start doing the same thing. And as you see, this isn't the only instance where he does this. Let's look at the next instance where he goes even further, impersonating an authoritative government official.
Hi, how are you? Doing good, thanks. I am here to conduct an investigation today. What department is this here?
So I work for the town clerk's office.
Okay, so that's a great example, and I waited for that moment because it's the second time he's done that now. Like all of the little signs and little red flags and little things that, like, what department is this? You don't know? You were sent here to investigate this department. You don't even know what department this is? Oh, well, I need to know all the salaries. That's public information. FOIA it. Go on the website and look it up. Well, you're being uncooperative. No, I'm telling you how to get the information that you're looking for. It's public information. There's no reason for you to have to come down. Like, everything about this is just so horrible. Anyway, back to the video. Oh, this guy, he makes my blood boil. Ugh.
Clerk. And what's in this building, this particular part?
Yeah.
Is it just the town clerk here?
Just in this front area, this is the town clerk's front area here. We have various departments within the administration building.
Okay.
We do have a list of the departments outside. I can kind of go through them in my head if you like.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So we have human resources.
HR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have the finance department.
Okay.
We have our IT division.
Okay.
We have our town manager's office. I'm trying to think if there's any others.
Okay.
Communications falls under the manager's office. Procurement falls under the manager's office. So yeah, those are the main areas.
Okay, great. So the annual town budget is $151 million. And we're going to need to cut that by $50 million within the next year.
And there it is right there. He's using terminology that would indicate to the employee that he actually is an agent of the government, saying, we're going to be doing this and we're going to be doing that. And if you don't, we're going to do this or do that. That's a problem because You're impersonating an official with authority to bully employees to give you information that they wouldn't give to the general public. And it only gets worse.
We've
So you may want to speak with somebody in our finance department.
Right. Well, we've spoken to who we need to speak to. So at this point, what we're doing is we're going around and we are getting the names and salaries of everyone that works in every department.
Oh, that should be listed.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So what we're looking for, though, is voluntary compliance.
Oh.
And so we're trying to see who's cooperative and who's not. As you know, everything is listed. It's all open records.
Right. You can do a public records for
Right.
request for that information, actually.
Right. So in order to figure out who we're going to cut, though, we're going to see who wants to be voluntarily cooperative and wants to make us go and dig for our information.
Okay.
So I want to pause just for a moment and let's take a moment and analyze what exactly he's doing and the severity of this, so to speak. If we have a look in the state of Arizona, the law is very clear as to what the criteria is for someone that could be charged with impersonating a public servant or government official. It's a class 1 misdemeanor if anyone pretends to be a government employee or consultant. And this is key. The intent to induce someone to submit to the pretend or relied on the pretend acts. And that's what this guy's doing. By saying that he has the authority to fire employees that don't comply, that's what he's doing. Now, when you look at the repercussions, it's up to 6 months in jails and a fine of up to $2,500 for a class 1 misdemeanor. And the state say, well, wait a minute, that's not super severe. I mean, it's almost worth it. I mean, they're never going to get a whole 6 months in jail or pay the whole fine, but that's not the issue. It's demonstrating that it's unlawful to pretend to be a government employee and try and bully people into submitting to acts that they wouldn't submit to if you weren't a government employee. So this is severe.
So we can start with you. What's your name?
It's right here.
Appreciate your cooperation, Danielle.
Yeah,
This just makes it a lot easier
Yeah,
this
I'm
way.
not really going to give you my salary though, because that's something that you should get through a public records request through the proper channels.
Oh, okay. So you don't want me to know what your salary is?
Well, I think that kind of information is usually gathered through one of our official public records requests.
Okay, so you do acknowledge that it's public knowledge and public information,
Yeah.
but you don't want to voluntarily cooperate?
Well, it's not that I'm not interested in cooperating. It's just I want to make sure that we follow all the proper channels.
Okay, but you are being uncooperative though.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not my my intent.
Okay, are these all of the business cards of everybody who works in this office?
It's not all of them, but it is some of them.
Okay, all right. Well, those who are uncooperative are likely going to be the first to be cut.
Okay.
So,
Danielle, will you help me for a moment?
Yeah, thank you. Excuse me one moment.
Danielle, I wasn't finished.
I'm sorry, I'm being called away real quickly. I'll be right back.
Well, if you could just tell her that you'll come on back as soon as we're done with you.
Okay.
Just holler back to her, that you're in the middle of an interview.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Ma'am, why are you resisting?
So thank goodness for this employee saving this other employee being harassed by this guy. And this is just creating, again, a very serious issue. This woman made it clear she was uncomfortable giving information to this guy because she had no idea who he is. And this is what frauditing is becoming. This isn't activism. This isn't journalism. This is people, again, being criminals, breaking the law. Now, I wanted to take this a step further and make sure that this lady knew exactly what was going on. So I personally called her in her office and I spoke with her for a couple of minutes this morning, had a nice conversation with her. And her office, her municipality is aware that this guy is going around impersonating a government official, and they're contemplating how to proceed, whether or not they want to take criminal actions. And this is a good thing, because it's good that these municipalities are being educated into the antics that these frauditors engage in. And I'm glad that she knows what her options are, because I told her that she could get the video potentially privacy struck, and she said that she was aware. So I'm happy to see that there are government officials and government employees that are being educated and know that they don't have to be bullied by these people.
Rather than choosing to voluntarily supply me with public information, they dialed 911. It appears that it's protocol for government in Oro Valley, Arizona to call people in this area, to call people with guns to come and help you when you're not getting what you want. I waved her down. Ma'am, we have some uncooperative individuals in here.
Okay. I think it was you guys are calling about though.
Now, I'm not going to cover the rest of his video because the rest of his video is about 15 minutes of these officers allowing this guy to ramble his nonsense and continue to give the perception that he is some official with some type of authority. Now, other channels have covered this, and the overall consensus is the same. With the recent changes in our federal government and the announcements that have been exploiting this as a means to go out and bully, harass, and annoy people. Now, these officers should have done a better job, I believe, of investigating, of asking questions: who you are, who do you represent, what exactly is your purpose? But they don't do it, again, because they don't know what to think, and that's a problem. When you do a bit of a deep dive into his comment section, his audience knows that he's full of it. I mean, Ghost of V Turbeck Sky, the limit vid, I mean, what kind of name is that? Says James Freeman as Dodge Guy. I mean, that's what he's impersonating. That's what he's pretending to be. It's hilarious. Pete Jennings says, this is next level trolling. Like, his audience knows that this is not legitimate journalism. They know this isn't activism. They know this is just him wasting time with government employees. I mean, keep looking. Victor Hugo says, best government trolling ever. Mystique says, stellar work. This was ridiculously fantastic. So he has an audience for this. He has an audience that likes seeing people go and waste government employees' time, intimidate, harass them, bully them. And the unfortunate reality is, because there's a market for this type of entertainment, that's why frauditors keep doing it. So I hate to end this video on a bit of a cliffhanger, a bit with an anticlimactic ending. I apologize if you view it this way. But I guess the question going forward is, what happens next? Now that people are now trying to impersonate government employees as a means to bully and harass employees, is this going to be the new thing with frauditing? Because there's so much insecurity and question marks, you can say, with the government now, are people going to exploit that as a means for frauditing? I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see what this municipality in Arizona chooses to do about this video and about the tactics of this idiot James Freeman. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is going to be a conversation going forward. We'll see where this takes us. And hey, see you guys next time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the one and only Frauditor Mania. I love it. See, that's always been a thing for me. Always. As long as I've been doing this. One of the things that has driven me crazy. I need more coffee. Hold on, guys. One of the things about this whole frauditing shtick that has always really, really bothered me. I've spent time trying to understand the psychology of their fan base, because I cannot understand how it's physically possible for someone to get pleasure from watching these videos. That's the thing that I don't get. It would be like, I don't know, like watching a snuff film. You know, like you're watching somebody get their fingernails slowly ripped out of. And I'm like, this is the most horrible thing I've ever seen. This is terrible. And these guys are like, this is great. Keep it up. Do it some more. Rip some more nails out. Like, what? How could you enjoy watching this? Like, it makes me feel so angry, to see this happening. And these fans are like, this is great. This is great. How could you possibly enjoy watching this? The guy's walking into city buildings, impersonating a government official, threatening people, bullying people, lying to people, straight up, flat out lying. And again, like I always say, you watch the video, actually watch the video, and you see these horrible people doing these horrible things. But you listen to the narration, and the fans in the comments are responding to the narration, not to what actually happens in the video. What does he say in the narration? All I did was ask for public records. I was just there to make a public record. I was just asking them public information. And all of a sudden, they're trying to call the cops on me. I don't understand what happened. Yeah, I don't get it. How could they react that way? It doesn't make any sense to me. But watch the video. That's not what happened at all. He went in there impersonating a federal employee, lied to them, threatened them. He didn't just put in a public records request. He didn't just request public information. But these guys always do that. Yes, this is an extreme example, but they always do that. They always tell this story where it's like they'll walk into a building and they'll insult people and they'll swear at people and they'll pepper spray people. They'll have their fans call flood places. They'll threaten people, threaten to sue them. They'll do all these horrible things and then say, I don't understand why they freaked out. All I did was walk in there and take a couple pictures with my camera. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. And these idiots buy it. If all you did was walk in there and take a couple pictures, none of these things would have happened. Like, if all you did was walk in there and make a public records request, nobody would care. They'd say, yeah, that's what we do here. You know, I mean, they even told him. They even told him what the proper channels were to get the information he was requesting. Ugh. Yeah. Like the idiots that went to Five Guys. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember what Christopher's talking about. There were these dudes that went to Five Guys and tried to convince them that they were sent there by the corporate office to like do like an audit of the restaurant. But again, it's kind of like similar to the situation I was describing that I was in. No, it was different because the manager actually offered to let them in, but they knew that they were lying, so they didn't go in. But like he should have, like I think, but that's the point. These guys actually convinced him that they were legit. But like to me, that would have been that was the mistake the manager made was saying like, oh, you could come in and check it out. No, you should have definitely said no, unless you guys can prove you're who you say you are. There's no way you're getting in. But to his credit, that's how horrible these guys were and how good they are at lying, that they actually did trick them into believing that they were legit. They play on an employee's fears. Exactly. That's the thing. That's always the thing. Right? That they try to scare people. That's why they say that they're trying to intimidate people. They're trying to bully people. They're threatening people. They're threatening their jobs. Like and again, that's the other thing that's crazy about it. It's like they always accuse the government of bullying people and of threatening people, but that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And then if you pointed that out to them, they'd say, well, I'm just flipping the script on them. Oh, okay. So if there's evil people in the world, you go out and be evil to prove that they're wrong, but then you're being evil. Like murder's bad, so I'm going to start murdering people to prove it's bad. That's the mentality. If he's doing what he's doing, if his excuse is, well, that's what they do. So if it's not okay when they do it, what makes it okay when you do it? And that's not what they do. That's just you being an idiot. I honestly believe, I don't know, obviously, the guy's life history. But I honestly believe that people like James Freeman And who's that other douche canoe? There's a bunch of them. All of these anarchist Sovsit / Frauditor douche canoes. There's a whole group of them out there. Here's the deal. That guy, James Freeman, a bunch of these guys. It seems to me that all of these guys have this mentality where they seem to be of the opinion that the government's doing all this horrible stuff, but I don't. Wolverine Man, what's up? Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is I don't know their histories to know this about them, but I honestly, truly believe that everyone that's in that camp has grew up in some sort of a suburban or rural area. And the reason I say that is because having grown up in the city, all right, I've been in Cabrini Green at 2 a.m. Okay, I've been in Leclerc Courts at 2 a.m. All right, I've seen what happens in areas where if there's no police there and you just let anyone do whatever they want, what people do when you let them do whatever they want. Murder and rape and every horrible, vicious, evil thing. I've seen people take a golf club to the back of the head. And the rule in Chicago was no cop, no stop. These guys live their lives under the assumption that if we got rid of all the government, that everyone would do the right thing just because it's the right thing to do. When I was a kid growing up in Chicago, the rule was no cop, no stop. In other words, the only reason anyone stops is because they're afraid of the cops. If there was no cops, then they would never stop. They would just go and run people over and murder people and rape people and steal things and do whatever because there'd be nobody there to tell them not to. I believe these people who believe in that grew up in areas where they never saw that kind of stuff. I've seen people get shot. I've seen people take a golf club to the back of the head. I've seen people get their ass beat by a gang of like 8 dudes. This guy was walking down the street, and some kid came up to him and said, "Oh, that's a nice jacket you're wearing. Where'd you get it?" He's like, "Oh, I got it at JCPenney." He said, "Oh, all right. Well, I want one." He's like, "Well, you could go. They're on sale right." No, I want your jacket. And then like 6 dudes jumped on him and started beating him to try and rip his jacket off of him. Like, this is what people do. These guys, they live in a fairyland. They think, well, if there was no government and no police and no anything, everyone would just be nice to each other all the time just because that's how people act when there's no government telling them what to do. It's like I was saying before. The only way that I could logically make sense out of any of the actions that these people take is that they have such a lack of empathy in their souls that their brains cannot comprehend the idea that people might be nice to each other because they're nice. Like, it has to be because the government is forcing them to be nice. Because if the government wasn't forcing them to be nice, then they would just do the right thing anyway. Like, what? None of that. It doesn't gel. It's not. It's just, to me, the mentality behind it, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of that rant. Let's see. We got let's see, 15 minutes till the cupcake dance. What are we gonna play in the meantime? Well, I got a couple short videos that I had. And then I got a longer one. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow because that's already a few days old. And yeah, that one would be too long. So let's All right, well, here, let's start with this one because this is a new old Squishy Gardner video, and it's a nice short one, and I haven't seen anyone else cover it yet. Wait, is this? When you were in Cabrini Green, did you see Florida and James Evans? Dynamite! No, here's what I did see. I was driving. I was driving home, and I had to drive through that neighborhood to get home, and it was late. I shouldn't have been there, but I mean, I wasn't in the neighborhood. I had to drive through it to get home. So this is legit. This is what happened. Okay. So I'm driving down the street. It's like 2 a.m. A naked little girl. And I'm talking about like a little girl, like maybe 5 years old. Okay. Jumps in front of my car in the middle of the street and starts shaking her butt at the car. So, of course, I swerved to avoid running over the child. At that same moment, a group of guys has a dumpster that's on fire. There's flames shooting out of it on the other side of the road. Push it in my way so that I have to choose between running over a child or running into a dumpster fire, literally. Being born and raised in there, in the city, the first thing that popped in my head when I saw the girl and in the corner of my eye, the dumpster, was to swerve this way. That's the oncoming traffic lane, but there were no cars there. So I went into the oncoming traffic lane and then went around it and then hit the gas and got the hell out of there through a red light. But that's what I saw in that neighborhood. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's play this new Squishy Gardner video, because it's a nice short one. All right, here we go. This is called "Damn Tough Judge Shuts Down Yet Another Sovereign Idiot." Let's go.
What gives you jurisdiction over me? You must establish jurisprudence as a point of order.
I'm not going to play your sovereign citizen gibberish game.
I'm not a sovereign citizen, sir.
Okay, whoever is Juan Flores's box is muted, so I'm not hearing anything. They can unmute themselves if they've got some business with this court.
Hi, Judge. I am Counselor Flores, and I am resident McLaughlin's counselor, and they have him here right now.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Jesse Travis McLaughlin.
Yeah.
This is State of Kansas versus Jesse Travis McLaughlin. It's case number 2024 CR 397. Mr. McLaughlin appears from a Hutchinson Correctional Facility Zoom location. Brett Sweeney appears for the state of Kansas. Mr. McLaughlin, I have before me a charge of battery against a law enforcement officer, a level 5 person felony. Since a felony is involved, you will not be asked to plead at this time. Rather, a preliminary hearing scheduling will be made before your assigned judge, which is the Honorable Jan Satterfield. Judge Satterfield's next docket for that purpose would be April 7, 2025, 2:30 p.m. You must fully participate by Zoom in Judge Satterfield's docket at that time, April 7, 2:30 p.m. I trust, Mr. McLaughlin, that you, being in prison, don't have the financial resources to hire your own lawyer.
That's all right. I can represent myself.
Okay, well, you can take that request up with Judge Satterfield. At this point,
Every man must speak for himself, Your
I will
Honor.
appoint a lawyer, and then you can, before Judge Satterfield, properly conduct a proceeding if you really do want to
Point of
represent.
order. What gives you jurisdiction to appoint a lawyer over me?
I have statutory authority to do so. So, Mr.
So
McLaughlin,
what
I'm
gives
going to
you
appoint a lawyer at this
what
point.
gives you jurisdiction over me? You must establish jurisprudence as a point of order.
I'm not going to play your sovereign citizen gibberish game.
I'm not a sovereign citizen, sir. I'm
All
not a
right.
sovereign citizen.
You sound like one.
Well, I'm not.
All right. I assure you I have jurisdiction. So we've got a court date set before Judge Satterfield. I'm going to appoint James Watts at this point to represent Mr. McLaughlin, noting he's made a request to represent himself. Again, that's to be a matter taken up fully before the assigned Judge Satterfield at the hearing date on April 7 at 2:30 or some later time. And the court will set a $5,000 cash or professional surety bond, though obviously it's not going to affect his current incarcerated status. All right, bond set, attorney appointed, court date established on Judge Satterfield's calendar. Anything else we need to address at this time, Mr. Sweeney?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. McLaughlin? Apparently not.
Yeah, you need to address the point of order. As a
I've
first
addressed
point of
all of
order
the
in
points
court,
of order
the
that I'm
first
inclined
thing
to address
you must
today.
do is establish
Mr.
your
McLaughlin.
jurisdiction.
The McLaughlin matter is currently in recess, and we'll move on to another matter on the docket.
I object to moving on in any manner.
Objection noted and overruled, Mr. McLaughlin. All right, let's move
Request a
on.
copy of- I
Thank
request
you
a
to
copy
the
of the
Hutchinson
minutes,
Correctional Facility.
transcripts, these proceedings.
We can go ahead and take him off the meeting at this time. All right, Virgil Fry.
Telling you, man, you guys, you got to follow old Squishy Gardner. So much of old Squishy Gardner and who's the other one? Dagnabbit, is it raining again? Oh, it is. Hey. Old Squishy Gardner and Colin, definitely not Cromwell. Those two, but especially old Squishy, like really have like so many of the videos you see of people covering soft sits in court originate on those channels. So watching those channels, you get a lot of great stuff. All right, another round of applause for old Squishy Gardner. All right, and so since we still got about 8 minutes until the cupcake dance, I actually have an 8-minute video that was a request from Mr. Thomas. It's a flat dirt video. Wannabe frauditor tucks tail after being detained and failed First Amendment audit. All right. So we're going to play this, and it'll bring us right up to the cupcake happy dance. All right. Thank you for the request, Mr. Thomas. Let's go.
It's a young man trying to start shit with the cop. Now, he says he's 25, but he sounds like he's not even old enough to be home by himself. He's going to antagonize this cop, and this officer is going to end this future frauditor's career in less than 5 minutes. Enjoy.
Officer, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it, I'm sorry.
Don't walk up on me.
I didn't mean to do it, I'm sorry.
The last time I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna stand right there.
I didn't mean to do it, I'm sorry though.
You mean to do what?
That.
Don't walk up on
I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry.
Stand over there for me.
I didn't mean to, looking, boy.
I'm gonna tell you the last.
Why are you so gullible?
The last time I'm gonna tell you, if you walk up on me again.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Grab a seat right there.
Am I being detained?
You want to leave?
Am I being detained?
Take off.
Why do I have to leave?
Across the street. Yeah, go. Let's go.
I'm in public.
I'm gonna tell you, that's the last time I'm gonna tell you. If you walk up on me again, I'm gonna tell you.
Did I walk up on you?
You did walk up on me twice.
Why are you so mad? Jeez. You beat your wife like that, bro? It's not that serious. What's his problem?
Get across the street or you're gonna get serious.
For what? I didn't do nothing wrong.
It's called disorderly conduct.
What is?
We're done messing with you.
I didn't mess with nobody. Hey, wait, I need a supervisor. Hey, can I get your supervisor? Who's the supervisor?
Okay.
That's inappropriate.
Wait right there and I'll get you one.
I am waiting right here.
Away from my vehicle.
I'm allowed to be on the sidewalk.
Get away from my vehicle. Do it now. Right over here.
Hey.
Hey, take him down the ground. He's under arrest for obstruction.
What are you talking about?
You're interfering with police. This is a crosswalk. People are going to get killed and hit by a car because you're out here acting like a Facebook retard.
damn, this cop ain't fucking around. So stay tuned till the end because this cop is going to put this little douche right in his place, which is the back of the police car.
Am I actually under arrest?
You are now.
All right.
You're actually stupid, is what you are. You're stupid. You're trying to get.
I'm really not.
Yeah, you really are.
Don't throw it on the ground, bro. Hey Siri, call the real Taylor Dwayne Reeves. On speaker.
Yeah, this would have been. I'll go for you. Yeah. Get your stupid ass in there.
We're not gonna make it crazy thought process.
Hey,
what's your issue?
He's stupid. He watched too many 1A videos and now he thinks cops will allow him to get away with anything. He's entitled. Did I already say stupid?
I don't have a problem.
What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on. Am I getting out?
No.
Okay.
Why are you running up on this?
I didn't run up on nobody.
I believe him more than you. I don't know you.
I have a video of it. I can show you.
Okay, so what's going on here?
I told you he didn't like the way I was talking, I guess. He got offended. And then he arrested me when I was probably about 20 feet from him at the crosswalk. And then he asked me to back up away from his car. Back away from his car, probably walked back 5 feet back. Said something, you can't trust. I said, you can't trespass me from public sidewalk. He must have got offended. And then I'm in the back of a car right now.
Have a good night.
Where you live at?
I live up in Mapleville.
How'd you get here?
I drove. My homeboy's in the key over there. If you mind telling him what's happening. I don't know if I'm being arrested. Am I being arrested or?
I mean, you're detained right now, big dog.
He said I was being arrested.
Okay.
Oh, we can arrest you if you'd like.
I mean, if you took it this far,
Hey,
I didn't do anything wrong.
Are you listening or are you talking?
Well, he was talking to me, so.
Two police officers that were in uniform told you to beat feet and get out of our way because we're doing this intersection, and you still started approaching officers screaming and yelling. That's obstruction. If you're dying to go to jail, we can hook you up with that. Let me explain something to you. You're not in charge of nothing. When you see two police officers in uniform, they've told you 3 times a piece that you need to take off, and you're still approaching officers talking crazy. That's obstruction.
I didn't approach you. After you told me
somebody killed out here because of you're interfering with my job out here. That's obstruction of governmental operation.
Okay, can we talk like humans instead of you getting? Okay, so
you're in the back of a police car and handcuffs.
I can't hear you. What?
Out of these 3 officers, who do you think's in charge right now?
No idea who's the supervisor.
I'm in charge.
Okay, so you're
dying to go to jail, right?
I'm not dying to go anything. I'm just gonna see how it plays out.
Okay, well, we'll just take you to jail for obstruction, and then we'll let you take it up with the judge. Okay.
I mean, I apologize if you think I approached you.
I
I'm
don't
sorry
think
for
that you approached me. I know that you did, and you're going to get somebody killed out here because of your stupidity.
Well, I really appreciate what you're doing for all the kids.
No,
That's
you
all
don't,
I
because you're
do.
interfering with police officers.
You don't think I care about the kids out here?
You get on Facebook and TikTok and you watch stuff on there and you think that it's cool. You're not allowed to approach an officer when he's doing his job. You're going to get a pedestrian killed because of what you're doing. So if you're just taking to go to jail, I'm your guy. I don't think anyone. You're going to sit here and you're going to wait till I'm done doing what I'm doing. Then we're going to take you to jail.
So I am being arrested.
Obstruction, hang tight.
All right. Hey, officer.
What's your name, big dog?
Christian. So I am being arrested at this point.
Well, I'm identified. Thank you.
All right, Christian.
No, we're gonna go to jail again. I'm gonna identify you. Spell Christian.
Christian. Do you mind double locking these two, please, when you get the chance? Do you mind double locking these? These are not double locked. I can't fit 2 fingers in between it.
What?
I can't fit 2 fingers in between them.
Oh, that's fine.
I know, but.
Christian and Robert Mansbury, no warrant, Valley High School.
This is the way to go. You can't always be at the casino going into the sportsbook and that's why the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, which you can download from anywhere that you get apps and put it on a mobile device, or you can put it on your desktop if you want to, at home or at work. Just go to betsaracen.com and get it right there. If you enjoy that deal, cruisers, total points, anything you can dream up. Bet Saracen will show you in your very first go round. It's earned.
Hey, if I let you go, are you going to walk down to that car, get in your ride, and get the heck out of here?
I don't plan to be in here. I mean, I don't want.
Yeah, I don't need a smart answer.
No,
Yes
no,
or a no.
no, officer.
You're not going to leave.
I told you I am going to leave. I'm going
Well,
to
I just asked you if you're going to go down there, get in your friend's car, and get on out of here.
Well, I'm going to go down there to Starbucks and get in my car and go.
Come on out. Now listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't want no BS.
Can I talk to him before I go?
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
I don't want any.
That's my problem.
All right, there's only 30 seconds left in the video, so we'll finish it. But first, it's time for the cup, cake, happy dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. All right. Yeah, there's only 30 seconds left in the video. Wait, there she is. All right. Always great to see you here. We love you. All right. Yes. Lots of love for the Frauditor News Network. Let's go. All right. Yeah, this video's only got about 30 seconds left, so we'll finish the video up and then we'll call it a day. It's Thursday. I can't wait. Tomorrow's Friday, and then the weekend. Yes. Let's finish it. Also, somebody said something they can help me get a computer, help me find one. And then I said, send me an email, Hezokuai@gmail.com. Link in the description below. Let's go. Don't you know? Whoa. What happened? Did I? Yeah, here we go. All right, let's finish this up real quick, and then it'll be time to go.
Property on there.
Yeah,
that's my property. And McDonald's.
Yeah, you might need some more practice. Anyways, I appreciate you all for being here. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you soon.
Oh, what the heck? No, that's all it was the... I always forget Flat Derp's outro. Anyway, guys. You're the best fans in the world. Seriously, you're very generous. You're very kind. I love you guys. I love spending my mornings with you every day. Methodist Dave is here. I didn't say hello earlier. LaDonna, I don't remember if I said hi. Chuck, what's up? All right, you guys. Take it easy. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. That was a miscue.
Yes.